Hello, Salvadorian Warrior here. Today, we are going to be talking about the most awesome anti meta deck out there with some small skill. If you're not one of those that uses a heavy amount of the vanity cards, despite the fact that we are using one vanity card, we rely everything on domain, maybe this card, and maybe this card, but mostly domain. Domain is like the bee's knees, and despite how many hand traps out there and how like Call by the Grave is reduced to one now, I still think this deck can have a chance if you're going first. If you're going first, you got a good chance to lock them down. If you're going second, you have to use some creativity to at least gain control. We don't run an extra deck because most of the cards that we're running in the Monarch deck locks us out of the extra deck. But that's okay because this is old school, old man Monarchs. They were a thing back in 2010, and they were irrelevant until they became a thing again somewhere around mid 2015s when they got their new support, and they slowly started getting some support, and then they were top tier until they split in different engines, and at some point they were no longer whole because the Wind Mega Monarch was with the Flaundery stuff. The other Monarchs was in different other FTK strategies. And then at some point, silence. And it wasn't until like later on, this card became a new addition to the Monarch family. And now it kind of struggles, but you know, you can say they're fun to play, but if you're going first, you can actually do the stupid, bring out the floodgate, and stop them from doing anything. So, with that aside, we're at the end of 2025, and just so you know, I played this deck on Genesis too. I recently uploaded a video on my Monarch deck for Genesis, and it's pretty good. The only problem is we're not running 3 domains because domain is 50 points. But since we're not playing Genesis format in Master Duel, because it doesn't exist, we can run 3 domains and start playing some mind games with our opponent. So, just like in my profile deck, we're only running 2 of these, but in Master Duel, we have to run 3. 3 of these guys, 2 of the Primal Squires, 2 of the Underworld Squires, 1 Land Robes. We're running Caius. We're running the Underworld Monarch. 3 of them, by the way. We're running 1 Kashira Fenrir, because we only could run 1. And we search it so we can look for Ogre. This card is really good. And then we got this card, Vanity's Ruler. I know what I said before, but we rarely draw it, so it's not really the game changer. But it did help against one deck, and it was pretty funny. We're running 1 Testalos, the Mega Monarch, 2 of the Heavenly Monarchs, 2 of this dude, and for some weird reason, because if it comes out, it'll be the hype moment, we run Slifer the Sky Dragon. We haven't had the chance to summon it yet because we rarely draw it, but it's there. We're also running 1 Harpy's Feather Duster because back row can be detrimental if we're going second, so we want to be sure we have it on the ready if we draw it. We're running 3 Tenacities, 3 Pantasiums, running 1 Master Plan, 3 Revolts, 3 Domains, 1 March of the Monarchs, 3 Storm Force, 1 Call By, 1 Prime, and 1 Perfection. All 42 cards. And how does it play? It plays okay. If you play it right, you can actually get some cards out. And this has to be the shortest deck profile ever because, again, if you watch my Genesis profile deck, I have a lot to say about Monarchs. In Master Duel, there's hardly anything to say because the main strategy is the same as it is in Genesis. Search for domain and hope to God they don't hit you with that back row hate. And if they don't hit you with that back row hate, they're in for some trouble. And if we're going second, it's a little harder because now we have to rely everything on sacking, mostly Stormforth. This is a really good card, and we can do a lot of good things. I might change the deck once more and add that spell card, Soul Exchange. It could be a little better, especially since we could bring out Slifer. But who knows? We'll see. For now, this is the deck, and I'm gonna show you some plays. So let's get right into the replays and show you my experience with this deck so far. Alright, so the first deck we're playing against Heroes. I think they had a little bit of Invokers, but check this out. So we are not going first, we're going second, and this is where things get terrifying. I sat there as my opponent comboed off me when they were going into the Invoker combos. So, how's everyone doing? How's everyone's Christmas? Are you guys looking forward to the new year? Are you guys looking forward to any stuff that's Yu-Gi-Oh related? Because there's a lot of cool, exciting stuff happening in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I can't wait. I really can't. I'm just a little nervous on the stuff that's gonna come out. But I've been mostly looking forward to Genesis stuff. So, yeah. I have a lot of deck ideas in the future. I just don't know if they're gonna be relevant. Anyways, our turn starts and we activate that card. We pitch a Monarch spell card so we can draw 2. And then we're gonna banish this card so we can have our opponent select cards. Give them the false choice. Have them pick Stormforth. We will normal summon the Heavenly Squire until Invoker's effect activates. And I think it negates our effect. And then it vanishes. And then I'm going to special summon the Primal Squire. I special summon it. And then since it was sent to the graveyard, I get to special summon a card that's 800 attack and 1000 defense. I choose the Underworld Squire. We get an extra normal summon. And since Stormforth is active, we sacrifice our opponent's card and my card. And we pitch 2 cards to the graveyard so we can send a card randomly from their hand back to the deck. We attack the fusion card. And then as soon as we end our turn, DP will come out, lower our card's attack. And then I'm going to activate Prime with Master Plan. And unfortunately, DP pops itself and a card, and we miss timing, so we can't bring out Caius. So they activate Upstart. They give us 1,000 as they draw. Get tuning. Search for Revolution Synchron. Draw a card. Nothing. We end our turn. And as soon as our turn starts, DP comes out once more. And when that happens, I just decide, I'm going to activate Stormforth again, and he's going to pop my trap card and itself. How annoying, right? Well, check this out. We're going to activate Prime once more, and as soon as we special summon that trap card, we're going to remove the Squire to special summon the Primal Squire, sack 2 for Vanity's Ruler. One of the 3 most toxic Vanity cards out there. And so since it's on the field, our opponent can't special summon, which means DP can't come back. And now, how will our opponent play? Because I know they have a Revolution Synchron in their hand, and they just drew Alistair. So what are they going to do? So, my turn. I special summon Prime once more again, so I can special summon another Monarch, and her effect, the Heavenly Monarch, will mill 2 cards, and we'll special summon a Monarch. And since I sent Heavenly Squire to the graveyard, we get a card back from the Banish. And since we special summon that card, we're going to search for our Monarch card, and then we're going to pitch a spell card to get the Underworld card back. We play March, so we get some protection, and we go into battle phase. And there's nothing they can't do, man. We technically have a walking domain with 25 attack. So, this is good. They can't do anything, man. They literally can't. Activate tuning once more. I don't know why. And I think they realized, and they quit. Good on them, I guess. You guys ever wanted to see what happens if you played against a Tempai player with Monarchs? And you know Monarchs, I mean, you know Tempais, they want to go second. So we're going first. And the hand hasn't looked as beautiful as this. And so we play this, we pitch, we draw 2, and we have Revolt, and we pitch that card so we can give our opponent a sense of choice. She got sent to the graveyard, normal summon that, and they go Effect Veiler, and now we don't get an extra normal summon. We only get 1 now. Or so they think. Because we're going to activate Tenacity, show that card, play Master Plan, activate Master Plan, and send that card. And then we're going to sack it for that 1 card. That card's going to have a search. We get the Heavenly Monarch, we'll play Domain, and we'll set Stormforce. And that's it. So, opponent plays that card, they get the field spell, they activate the field spell, and activate Stormforce. Immediately, I'm just like, you know what, we're going in. So we have the quick effect for our Heavenly Monarch, and we are going to sack that card and that Monarch card, so we can normal summon a Heavenly Monarch, and Chainlink 1 for that, Chainlink 2 for that Monarch, and I guess they go Chainlink 3 on that Tempai card. And as soon as they special, we will special summon our Monarch card, and we will special summon that card, and we will search. I hope they know what Domain does, because despite the presence... Oh yeah, check this out. As soon as they get all the cards, they can't really synchro during the battle phase. All set. Alright, so now we will activate Strike of the Monarchs, turn everything into a dark, and we will send that, turn that into a dark, search for Kaya's, sack, and we will move a card. I think we choose that card, and we will sack once more for that card, and we will mill 2 and send that field spell back. We do that. I'm gonna add a card, but it's not gonna do anything. We attack, and in main phase 2, we're gonna remove and have them make a choice. They give us that. We play March of the Monarchs, set Perfection, And then as soon as they get to their standby, you will activate Perfection. And as soon as that card is special summoned, we'll activate the effect. And we will banish a card, and we'll just destroy it. Alright. Main phase 1. Imperm. Alright, cool. Good job. Good job. and then what? What are they gonna do? What is this poor Tenpai player gonna do? They just special summoned? And we're just gonna pitch. Oh look, they had Nib! Gonna target. Sure. Do it once more. Put it on the top of the deck. Oh man. You love to see it. Alright. GG. Alright, so the next one is Luna Knights. And I think I was going first. Yeah, I was going first. I didn't know what I was playing against Luna Knights. I just know that I needed to get that card out there. So we activate Revolt, pitch, and we're going to show them these 3 cards. They give us that, and that card activates. Special summon Heavenly Squire, special summon the Underworld Squire, we get an extra normal summon, and we sack it for this card. We will pitch, and chain 2 to the special summon. So we bring out that Monarch, and this Monarch will send 2 cards, and we will send 1 card back to the deck. And then we're going to show them Tenacity, show them the card, and we search for Domain. Sack it again, just so we can send more cards and send another card back to their deck. We'll activate that card, and we're going to give them some choices. And they give us that. And we're like, okay, cool, I'll draw 2. And we sent that. We'll do this. We'll set a call by, and end our turn. So, now it's our opponent's turn. They activate that card, they pitch. And since it's a dark, we're going to show them Prime. Master Plan will kick in. Search for Caius. Tribute Summon for Caius. And we're going to remove it from the field. Such a great card. They take 1,000, they set 2. And it's my turn. And we're going to battle. We get hit with the Mirror Force. And keep in mind, March protects tributed monsters, not special summon monsters. Which is fine. Because next, we're going to choose 1 card, sack, special, and I think we put this back in our hand. Yeah, put it back in our hand, and Heavenly Squire will special summon another Monarch card. And we will search for Perfection this time. We will set Perfection, and we'll pitch, grab the Underworld Monarch, and then we're going to give them a false sense of choice again. And they give us Revolt. And since that card was special summoned through Heavenly Monarchs, it gets pitched back to my hand. And we activate Perfection, a normal summon, and they just realized, yeah, we're not getting through. And this last one was towards Brandon. And I don't remember if we went first. Let's see. We'll watch this replay together. And no, they went first. So these are the moments where going second can be tough. Wait, they made us go first? Alright, never mind. So here's us going first. And they didn't know. They probably saw no extra deck and just thought, oh, this is going to be cake. And when they saw it's Monarchs, they're like, oh. And look, Kashira Ogre, it's doing its thing. And since Squire was sent, we'll special summon the Heavenly Squire. We'll get an extra normal summon. And we will show them that, special summon, and quickly do a tribute summon. For this card, we're going to search. Oh yeah, and Heavenly Squire. Effect kicks in. since that card was in the graveyard, we're going to put it back into our hand. Yep. Heavenly Scar will give us a card that was pitched from the banish. And we will get Perfection. And then we will pitch to get the Underworld card back. And Tribute Summon once more. And send one card back to their deck. Yep. Play Domain. We'll set Perfection. And we'll get it on. So of course they activate Branded Opening. And I'm just sitting there just chilling. Just going, okay, they pretty much. And then of course a special. We'll remove a spell card. And we will rip another card from their hand. Yeah. Despite the fact that they look for a Branded Fusion, if they can't get over Domain, this is it. Because we're going to extract. And we saw one card. And we're going to pitch it face down, banish it. Now they can't get it back. And they're going to do everything in their power to do something. They do that. They set. And we're going to remove Special Summon, activate Master Plan, select, Tribute Summon for Caius, and quit. I was going to remove their back row. But I guess they knew that too. Oh, the Monarchs. They will march on in search for the next land to conquer. And so, that was Monarchs. Fun, right? Totally ideal in Konami's eyes. There's also a good reason why Vanity's ruler is 100 points. And why Domain is 50, because no one in their right mind would want to encounter these cards. But this goes to show you too that despite Domain being at 50, it's pretty impressive how playing with only one Domain in Genesis actually is doable, because you got all these cards that will search it for you. This being the riskier move, because you are forcing your opponent to pick Domain or any of the other cards that can search for Domain, so they probably know what's coming. Or worse, you could just, you know, if you draw into Domain, you're pretty much golden. If you search with this card for Domain, you're pretty much golden. Or you can just pretend you're searching for Domain if you have it in your hands, make your opponent freak out, activate their hand traps, and once they see Domain is played anyways, they're gonna realize, oh no, they had it the whole time. And now they're, you know, going nuts, going, how I'm gonna play through this. So that's the beauty of Monarchs at the time. It's unfortunate that I couldn't show off Slifer, despite that it's a card that is kind of for funsies. But I didn't get to show off Land Rogue, which is also a good tech for Monarchs. But the dual combo between Master Plan and Prime is just really, 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 really good. And I know you saw Strike with the Monarchs, but I ended up taking it out because it ended up being a dead draw. But in Genesis, it's not. And that's the crazy part. If you still want that Strike with the Monarchs graveyard effect, this guy's good, because you can change any monster on your opponent's side of the field attributes to whatever you want. And that's something that I always keep forgetting. I just remember it has the search effect. I always forget it has a second effect. But that's pretty much it. So let's look forward to 2026, guys. Everything's gonna be cool. You know, we got those full arts coming out. Isn't that awesome? And more importantly, you know, I got more ideas working in the background. You know, I won't announce them because every time I announce something, I get lazy and I don't get around to it until 2 months later, or maybe longer. Only because I'm like in the labs, you know, trying to make sure that things are working properly and not falling through. And all that annoying stuff. But yeah, I promise you, I have 2 upcoming deck ideas coming up, and when it's finally done and tested, I will reveal it to you, and you can either be amazed or you can just be turned off and be like, "Oh no, this works." So, yeah, man, let's look forward to 2026. No fear, guys. No fear. Anyways, take care of yourselves, and be safe out there, man. Take care.